Hello everyone. Hope you will be fine and in the high state of Iman and health. Myself, motivational speaker, leadership business coach, master trainer, language trainer, vlogger, novelist, Professor MA Raza. Today, my topic is very significant and we are going to talk about particularly we are going to talk about A levels English, and it is my first and very important lecture about a very important topic. We have discussed a lot of things, and we have talked about many aspects and many types of many different examinations. We have discussed particularly, and we have trained to you the AFAQ examination system, and then TIFLI examination system, Minhaj grammar school examination system, Laurel Home examination system, Laurel publication examination system, and then Paramount publication and examination system, and some sort of very important and some sort of very peculiar examination point of view and training sessions. We have discussed thoroughly. We have trained. We both gone through very valuable training sessions, and today the topic is very significant. What is A-level English? And before I'm gonna start about the A-level English, I would like to differentiate a little bit about O-level English, and along with then we will talk about A-level English. Particularly, this is a qualification typically taken by students at the end of their compulsory education, usually around the age of 16. It covers O-level stands for ordinary English level or ordinary level for English, or we can say before or the secondary school. It is quite equal to 5th to 8th, and then we start our O levels, which is equal to matriculation or equal to Cambridge in some different areas of educational institutes and different areas of some important we would like to, let me just enhance the volume, and if you are feeling about that, I think now you are now I think so the volume is better now, and thank you very much for welcome back. I was got a short break of internet, so let me reunite and correlate. Usually around the age of 16, it covers a broad range of subjects, and students can choose the subjects they want to study. O level has been largely phased out in many countries, and replaced by general certification of secondary education or the other equivalents. So that is called GCSE. But the thing is that before going to A level, I would like to emphasize that both O levels and A levels have been part of the traditional British education system, and education system both O levels and A levels have been part of the traditional British education system, and variations of these systems and found in many Commonwealth countries. Keep in mind that educational systems may vary, and not all countries use these specific terms or structures. So we have got the information. The first information is that O level or A level both are the part of British educational system, and the second one is, or the second point is that they vary according to the country perspective. They vary according to the Commonwealth perspective, and they vary, but the if we would like to say that the particular or the actual uh, ownership of the syllabus is by the British education system, or we can say BETS, or we can say it the monopoly of Britain. So now we start that what is A level. A level, this is a more advanced qualification. We can also say it AS level, advanced and advanced specialized qualification or level. So A levels are more specified, and students usually choose their choose 3 or 4 subjects to study in depth. A levels are often a requirement to entry into higher education, and they are an important part of the university admission processes. So that's what we called it A levels. And before going to further, I would like to emphasize my important point, and I would like to emphasize that very significant and very important issue regarding as we know that there are, if we are going to talk about, I'm not gonna give you some other or some important aspects regarding it. I'm gonna give you only the English scenario of A level, and we are going to discuss particularly. Before going, I want to give you assessment of assessment overview. There are 4 papers. Paper 1, that is for reading. Paper 2, that is for writing. Paper 3, that is language analysis. And paper 4, that is language topics, that you or we can say it narrative or narration or narrative writing, we can say it. In paper 1, reading, that is the complete time, or the paper timing is from 2 hours and 15 minutes, 0 to 2 hours and 15 minutes. It conclude on 15 marks, not 15, 50 marks. Candidates answers to compulsory questions, question 1 in section and question 2 in section B. There are two sections, section 1 and section or 2, or we can say it section A and section B. And paper 2, that is writing paper, and that have 2 hours paper, 50 marks. Candidates answers to questions 1 compulsory question from section, and 1 question from we are going to reunite, and as I'm getting problem regarding my internet issues, so I'm feeling and pardon us for all of you. So we were on the way. Paper 2, writing 2 hours, 50 marks, and candidates answers to questions 1 compulsory question from section A, and 1 question from a choice of 3 in section B. Extremely assessed 50% of the AS level, 25% of the A level. And the next paper is paper 3, language analysis. 2 hours and 15 minutes is the complete timing for this paper, and 50 marks. Candidates answers to compulsory questions, question in 1 section in section A, and question 2 in section B. Extremely assessed 25% of the A level, advanced level. And then the paper 4, fourth paper is a language topic based, and 2 hours and 15 minutes margin for conducting it, and 50 marks. Candidates answers 2 compulsory questions each on a separate topic area, and question 1 in section A and question 2 in section B. Extremely assessed 25% of the A level. So that is our complete thing, and before going it further, I would like to share some important issues in assessment objects. And in assessment objects, I would like to share that the assessment objects or EOS are read and demonstrate understanding of wide variety of text, and number two, write effectively, creatively, accurately and appropriately for a range of audience and purpose. And the third one, analysis the way in which writers and speakers choice of form, structures and language produce meaning and style. That is another thing. And at the end, or the fourth one is fourth but second last but not least, and demonstrate an understanding of linguistic issues, concept, methods and approaches. And the final one is or the fifth point is analysis and synthesis language data from a variety of sources. So that is a particular weightage or weighting or weighing for assessment objects. And if we talk about that weighing level, that would be our next topic, next particular topic, and we will discuss about it. And before going on a particular thing, we will talk subject content in various details. We will talk details assessment in various details. We will talk paper 1 in its all measurements. We will talk paper 1 in its all sequence. We will talk paper 1 in its all significative areas. And the next we will discuss and we will start the particular series against that what are the important examples, what are the past papers, and what are the areas for the student to groom him or herself, and what are the areas for teachers to justify, to signify and to accurate and to collaborate and to signify and to search and research and to emphasize the A level at its vast level and with all these particular area. And then we will discuss paper 4 in its particular matter, in particulars measurements and matters, which is language topic, and that is called linguistic. And we have lot of lectures on my this Mentor English channel for English learners about language specification, about linguistic specification, about some additional sort of languages and some important phases of languages and some very creative phases of languages and so on. We have lot of things, which are available in particular and in important ways and in important factors and important views and important measurements. And after that we have what type of the linguistics. There is not a complete way, but the basics of the linguistics and the basics of or the important areas of the linguistic which are available in this and I would like to share some important points like psychological functions, phonetics functions and recording functions. All these are the part of the this particular area of interest for the student of English for the A level. And the communication functions. And before going, we will also discuss some important part of the bow theory, the pow theory and the ding dong theory, and some important areas of the you, e, who theory and the lala theory and the tata theory. And these 6 theories are also the important part of and then we will a particular talk about phonetics, that is a type of linguistic, or that is the part, or that is a kind of linguistic. We will talk about phonology, we will talk about morphology, we will talk about syntax, we will talk about semantic, we will talk about pragmatics, we will talk about historical linguistic, we will talk about, and we will emphasize, we will train, and we will give you, and I'll try my best to give you all these impacts according to a particular examination point of view for the A level. The next is social linguistic, that is also the kind, or that is also the part of linguistic, and then psycholinguistic, and then ethno-linguistic or anthropological or cultural linguistic, and the next one, that is a particular important point, dialectology, and then computational linguistic, and then neuro-linguistic. We will particularly discuss about the art of the linguistics, whether linguistic is a science or whether linguistic is not a science, or whether linguistic is a literature, or whether linguistic is a art. So we will discuss particularly all the important aspects in this sense, and we will also discuss the levels of linguistic analysis, which I have told you. They are phonetics, phonology, morphology, lexicology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics, and discourse. Discourse, which is a very important part of this area, and we will also discuss. And if we talk about that, what will be in the area of language topics, there must be a particular part of that is called a very important and significant part of classical drama, classical novel, classical prose, and modern prose, and modern drama, and modern novel. They are also the important part of this particular subject and this particular teaching methodology, and we will also discuss in its all matters. And we will, in language analysis, I have told you that we will discuss all important parts of linguistic. In language topics, we will definitely discuss that how many topics should be in that, and we will cover all the important topics which are very important, and which are very very important for the students and for the A-level teachers. And at the end, before going the further, I cannot give you a very long parameters in this kind of lecture series, because as you know, we have not too much time. We have a lot of other important livelihoods, important issues, important problems, important life problems, important issues, important areas of work, and so on. So I'll try my best to give you a lump sum synopsis, or very short or brief lectures about all these topics with that we will discuss in this particular series. So alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, with the help of all the almighty powers, all the almighty powers, I would like to say that with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the help of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with the help of the last prophet, we tried our best to give you the more emphasizing and more briefed and synopsis of all these lectures, and according to the teacher's perspective, according to the student's perspective, according to the examination perspective, according to academic or academic point of views, according to the institutional point of view, and we will give you a very emphasizing and very impressive area of search and research about A-level English. So today it was my honorable just a starting lecture. You can call it preamble, you can call it prologue, you can call it the starting, you can call it the first step, you can call it the important start to the A-level English. So let me go now. Before going, I would like to request you that must subscribe and hit the bell icon. We will be right back with you with the new topic, with the new gossip, and with the new lectures, with the new vlogs. And as you know that we have differentiate that this channel will help you only in all the serving areas for the subject English, and our Murshid Urdu, Mentor Urdu, Professor MA Raza channel will help you to serve for Urdu as a national language, and Urdu as a literature, and Urdu as a classical Urdu, or as a neoclassical Urdu. We will discuss with all these parameters on that channel. You can subscribe and hit the bell icon, and we will also start our web series on Jame Darul Shaful Islam, and we will start all other some important glimpse of dramas or dramatic web series, which will be available on our local TVs, Falia TV 1 and Mandi Bahudin TV. So must subscribe and hit the bell icon. Let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity, do something more for knowledge and practices. Have a good day.